All right. Sorry. Yeah, my mic's not working. What the fuck is up? How's it going? I'm not drunk. The sound's just not working, but I fixed it. Should be all good now. Let me know if you can hear me. What's good, Gene? How's it going? Topic today is not drunk core. It's actually irrational fears, which is a great topic. It's good for everybody. Go ahead and call in. Oh shit. Thanks for the sub, Mike. I appreciate you, dog. God damn it. Always here for subs. Thanks, bro. Phone line is live. If you have a irrational fear, call in 916-954-1954. Tell me your irrational fear. I'm ready to hear it. Oh, I haven't started the live on Instagram. Tight. Yeah. Really, I'm just trying to figure out how to situate my windows so I can see the Instagram chat and my Google phone. So you can call in and tell me your irrational fear. 916-954-1954. I'd have to think about a fear first. Oh, a tough guy. This guy's scared of nothing. I'm always scared something's gonna get in my ears. I've like woken up and a bug was going in my ear, and since then, bro, all the time. Also when I go to play games and I put my headset on, I'll like have my shit on and then I'll like whip it off because I'll think something's in there. I will like obsessively check in my headset for anything because I'm so scared of shit getting into my ears. Forgot I was wearing my cool guy sunglasses just to let everybody know that I'm still a cool judge. Gotta do the ad reads real quick, huh? Shout out to Serious Power PCs. Serious Power PCs sent me out some cool shit that I'm taking a look at. I'm doing an unboxing video and all that business. Custom PCs at like a really tight price. They build the shit out of them, for what I hear. And I got their the cooler that they make. It's really tight. I like it. Also, they're running a deal, like a giveaway right now. If you go sign up for their newsletter for like all through, I think now till Thanksgiving, you can win $50 just from signing up. So go to seriouspowerpcs.com and sign up for the newsletter. That'd be tight. Locally, if you're in Sacramento, go check out the Sanctuary. They gave me some weed to say that, and I am going to go back and get some more. So if you want to see me there, let's run it. Let's run Fade outside the Sanctuary in Sacramento, and we'll get high about it afterwards. That would be tight. I think that'd be cool. And then, Odds Are, the betting app, they have partnered with Great Uncle Meatball to pay me to do some Instagram stories and give them a shout out here and there. So if you basically have a bet you want to place, like it will tell you if it's like the odds on the bet. Like it'll tell you if like that's a good bet or you're not going to cash. Like it's basically just like when you text your friend like, hey, would you make this bet? It's basically like that, but if your friend was fucking smart and knew how to bet. So odds are your friends don't know shit. So check out the app. Let's get into it. I got the Reddit for Irrational Fears pulled up. Ooh, sound like I'm slurring my words. Am I having a stroke? I'm scared of a bug is gonna crawl into my hairdryer. When I go to turn it on, it's gonna shoot the bug into my hair. That's fucking funny. That's like right very close to what I said though. First of all, it seems like the bathroom is like one of the main rooms of your house bugs go to. So that doesn't seem irrational to me. And also, imagine it really shooting out at you when you fucking were doing your hair. You're fresh out of the shower. You're at your most vulnerable. Yo, the last time I ran this topic on the show, someone called in and said they were afraid of grass, and they're a landscaper. And I don't know if they were trolling me, but I think about it almost every day. So even if they were lying, thank you. Don't call in and lie. I don't encourage that, but I will keep pounding this phone number until someone calls. Don't think I won't. 916-954-1954. I'm convinced that one day I'll find a dead body, so I'm consequently always looking for one. That's so funny. What would even make you feel like, oh, you know what? I'm going to find a body for sure one day. It's going to happen to me. You know what I mean? That's an odd take. Wait, what? It says, remember Animorphs? The enemies in that series were slug people that crawled into your ear at night and took your body, but you were still conscious in your head and could experience everything they're doing. So for like 5 years, and I bet I covered my ears with my blanket. That sounds so annoying. When I woke up and I thought something was in my ear, after that, I always sleep with my blanket tucked up, but after that, I got so scared, I like would put it like not past my shoulders, and in my head, I was like, maybe if something crawls up like across me, I'll notice it before it gets to my ears, because I'm not covered up. So I slept uncomfortably for like a fucking year just because I was bugging, literally bugging. But so far, nothing in my ears, and I'm back to sleeping comfortably, so we're doing okay. Not great, but good. Man, they're getting deep into the Animorphs lore on this thread. I got to tell you, things have gone off the rails. Yo, they're still talking about Animorphs. I was looking to see if I was missing something because my monitor's blocking this shit. They are. Yeah, now I am thinking about bugs in my ear, and I'm going to be scared. So fucked up. Keep it going, Chad. Do another one. Maxo Cream said the realest shit ever when he said, I took a Xanny and instantly felt it. He was cooking when he said that. Well, if you have another Irrational Fear story, please find a second to call in at work. We're all here for that. We are absolutely all here for that. So think about what you're doing. Okay, here we go. Here's one. Oh my God, what happened? I lost it? They're still talking about Animorphs? Is that what I'm... Bro. I accidentally saw Child's Play. Okay, here we go. I accidentally saw Child's Play One time when I was like 4 or 5, developed a fear of Chucky for a couple years. When Space Jam came out on tape, I'd play that to help me forget about Chucky and fall asleep. That's actually so wholesome. Yo, I saw like a snippet of fucking Gremlins when I was a kid, or Gremlins 2. It was just all the little green ones, and they were like popping out of kitchen cabinets. Something about that scared me so bad when I was a kid, and I was scared of shit like that forever. Wake up and do the jam now. Got a real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. It's your chance. First of all, a bop. An absolute bop. Oh, when they're melting? Yes, absolutely. Bro, I've never went back and finished that whole movie. Like, I've seen parts of it, but yes. Like, I've never had the courage to go back and watch Gremlins. It doesn't seem worth it. Like, I don't think I'm going to get scared again, but it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, I can't believe I never watched this. You know what I mean? Who gives a shit? Bro, more Animorph shit. This is crazy. It's taken over this entire thread. Okay. I have this weird fear that every time I go into a clear body of waste, I'll go to clear my body of waste. Just say poop, bro. You could have just said poop. I worry that I'm actually asleep, and in reality, I'm at work or in public just dumping my load in front of people. So when I sit down on the toilet, I have to pinch myself to ensure I'm awake. This dude has pooped his pants in his sleep before. First of all, let's read what he's really saying. Let's read what he's really saying. I have a weird fear that every time I poop, I'm scared I'm actually asleep and pooping, and I'm like at work. That means he's been at home and he shit while he was sleeping? 1,000%. First of all, with no evidence, guilty. 1,000% guilty. He has shit his bed. And he's scared now that it's going to happen again. Like, and if it's happened to you, I'm sure you're scared every single day it's going to happen. Has that ever happened? Strangest thing in the world. I did that one time. Had a dream about desperately needing to pee. This is the only time I remember pissing my bed as a kid. This is what happened. I dreamed I was on the playground and I pissed off part of the playground, like right before the slide. I like pissed off the tallest part of the playground. I was like, this is awesome. First of all, what a dream. Like, what if I hadn't pissed the bed? It would have been an excellent dream. Like, I would have an all-timer. But then I woke up to the discovery I was in fact peeing. It wasn't good. Wasn't good for anybody. Feel like it could honestly happen. Okay, so when somebody asked him if that's ever actually happened, he responded, I feel like it could happen to anyone. That means it's happened to him for sure. He's not doing anything to dispel these rumors. What? Okay, hold up. I have narcolepsy, and one of the symptoms is really vivid dreams. I sometimes do not know that I am awake. I've never shit myself in my sleep, but I have peed a little before jolting to wake up and realized I was indeed asleep. Usually only happens when I'm majorly sleep deprived. Maybe 3 times in my adult life so far. That's a lot of times to piss yourself. 3 times. Go ahead and call in. Tell me what yours is. 916-954-1954. What's something you're scared of? We are living in the fucking end times right now. For real. Like, the world is fucking ending right now. And if you're scared of that, that's not irrational. Like, when people called in to say that the last time I ran the show a few months ago, they were like, I'm scared of the apocalypse. I'm scared I'm going to live through it. And I was like, don't be scared. Because it's going to happen to you and you're going to die. You don't need to be scared. There's no stopping you. You're not going to stop the end of the world, bro. You're not Iron Man. So, you know what I mean? Just fucking, who gives a shit, dog? Too much fucked up shit is happening for me to have any handle on it. So it's just like, and no one should, literally even the president shouldn't feel like he could do something about it. Like, it's, oh, I'm too high. I'm thinking about crazy shit that happened. Spiraling. I used to have this exact fear about urinating. These fools are peeing the bed. Oh. Hold on. I have a phobia of balloons. 9 times out of 10 when I tell people this, they find a balloon and squeeze it and pop it right in front of me to see if I actually have the phobia. Tell me more. Don't just tell me what people do. Why the fuck? Ornithophobia. What the fuck is that, Kobe? Hold on. I guess I'm on an internet machine. Let's go. Hold on. O-R-N-I. Oh, a fear of birds. Yo, have you... Okay. I'm glad you brought this up because when I was a kid, I was in like the 5th grade. So that means I was like 10. I saw that movie, The Birds, and I got really scared of birds for like a week. And then I was like, there's too many fucking birds around to trip. How are you not scared shitless every day? Like if you're scared of birds, you can't go outside. You can't even go to Home Depot because there's always birds in Home Depot. You know what I mean? Like, actually, me too. I have a fucking story that started my fear of birds. Oh, bingo. Ding, 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 ding. 916-954-1954. Call in and tell me what the birds did to you, please. Pretty please. We'll get there. Somebody will call in and tell me. That's there's just too many birds. That's what I don't get. Like you wouldn't be able to make it. It's not even just birds, it's anything with wings. So also like butterflies. Dog, there's so many bugs and they all have wings. Like how do you can't even stay inside if you're scared of things with wings like that. You know what I mean? Like how are you going to fix it? What steps are you taking to not be bird scared? Birds and butterflies. That was pills and potions in here, but it didn't come out. I know. So good. Yo, are you calling in to tell me the bird story? Is it really happening? Oh, hold on. Give me 1 second. Oh, you're good. How's it going?
It's going good. Yeah. Yeah. So, also having I also was trying to think of like, what am I actually afraid of? But I do have also, but yeah, so I was in my mom's apartment, and I was sitting on the couch. And I'm just like scrolling on my phone, and my cat, he jumps to the couch, and he's like really low to the ground, and he's looking up at the ceiling. And my mom had like the screen door and the sliding glass door open, and like it's just like sunny day, nice summer day. I'm feeling good, and I get up and kind of like look at it, and I get all weird. And so I was like, what is it? What do you see? And he like walked over, and I was like, oh, what do you see over there? And as I'm getting closer to the sliding glass door, I'm like, oh, what do you see? A little bird? No fucking shit. Fast as hell, flies into my mom's apartment, and it's like trying to get out. So it's like kind of hitting a tile ceiling, flying around the kitchen, and like I wish that I could say that, just like, oh shit, let's get this out of here. But what I did was I dropped that thing down, like probably as far as it'll go, to the floor, dropped my phone, and proceeded to just scream as loud as I can, like a few times. And then, it eventually left, and then I closed the sliding glass door and locked it. I don't know if birds can open the door, but I still locked it, and I was just terrified. And then when you were saying, oh yeah, well if you go outside, you're just afraid to go outside. It's like, no, but when they get close, bro.
So you're scared of being in a closed space with birds. You're scared you're gonna get like boxed up with a bird.
Well, yeah, like, dude, okay, when you're in that small area, and, like, it flew in, surprised the hell out of me, so now I'm like, didn't want you here. now he's making a lot of noise. He's flapping around. He's chirping. He's hitting the ceiling, trying to find a way out. And so, yeah, I was panicked, man. I started fucking screaming. I was like, what do? I can't catch him. I'm not gonna catch him.
And it doesn't know how to get out either. Like, it would have gone straight back out if it could. You know what I mean? So
dude, I've heard horror stories of, like, birds getting into churches and, like, literally, like, killing themselves because they can't get out of the church because it's so high up. They don't know where else to go, and there's no doors up there.
Bro, I've seen birds get stuck, and I've seen like several birds almost every time I'm at Home Depot. There's a couple birds up in the
oh yeah
Home Depot. There was a bird in the fucking Korean market where I was at yesterday in the food court.
Yeah, dude, I don't trust them anymore. They move too fast and stuff. And yeah, I'm telling you, man, once they start flapping really close to your face and shit, yeah.
Did you ever think about getting an extra cat just in case another bird came in so they could team up?
Well, my cat, no teeth, and he's old, so he already. I mean, maybe I could get a cat just to do the job because he does not.
Yeah, I mean, if your cat's old, you should be looking to get a new cat anyways. Everybody knows that.
Well, yeah. And then yeah, I heard you talking about. Someone saved the end of the world, and I thought that this fear was irrational, but yeah, like the more time that goes on, it doesn't seem as irrational anymore. But I used to have, like, when I was like a junior in high school or something, and I used to have like nightmares about the government like coming into my house and like taking me and my family and like bringing us to like a camp and like making us work for the rest of our lives or some shit.
And I used to think that was irrational. That's not even irrational. If you lived in China, it could happen to you. Like, that's not irrational. So you know what else too is probably just as you're like fucking 16, 17 is the first time you're even aware of shit beyond your house. You know what I mean? Like you're
right.
Like, oh, like you just found out about that shit is all possible or has at least happened in the recent history. You know what I mean? Like, so it's all in there.
Yeah, you start doing, it's like you hear about, like in high school, you hear about like the JFK assassination, and then you hear people like talking about how that could have been weird. You're like, oh, I don't know. And then you start doing more research. And then, yeah, by the time I was a senior, I was just like terrified. I was like having nightmares of it on it. I was like, dude, this is gonna fucking happen soon. And everybody's like, it's not. And then the more time that passes with like politics and shit, I'm like, I mean,
we're getting there. I mean, we're getting there though.
Yeah.
Bro, that's like half of AJ Soprano's whole arc on the end of that show is he's just like,
dude, I know.
The fucking war. Like he can't get it out of his head.
Yeah, that's what cocaine will do to you, man.
That will do it. Word.
Well,
good luck,
on,
bro.
man. Well,
I hope you don't get trapped with any birds. I really do. I hope you stay safe. I hope they're scared of you too. Like I hope that bird when it got out was like, don't fuck with that house.
Oh, dude, if there are any birds following you and they just heard that, they got no beef now. They're like, oh, this pussy, dude.
They're after you. All right, thank you for calling. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, thank you.
Hell yeah. Not guilty. I mean, not guilty. He's had a traumatic bird experience. I can't. That's like if he said a bird killed his mom. I can't just be like, all right, well, get over it, bro. You know what I mean? He's had a traumatic. And if it happened to him, it could happen to any one of us. So I think we should really think about it. Oh, is anybody on Facebook watching the new comps? God damn it. Facebook, stop suggesting my profile. What is it called? Yeah, I don't know. They stopped showing my profile to people, and they're actively suppressing my shit too. Like I should naturally even be getting more views than this just with how many followers are on there. So they're actively not showing you guys this shit. So just know I'm putting out a comp or two a week still, and I hope you motherfuckers see it. They're getting like fucking 2,000 views instead of 200,000. But out of those 2,000 views, I hope there are 2,000 people on the page that fucking are the good ones. You know what I mean? I hope they're the guys I hope see it, you know? Because I like you guys. I don't want nobody to see it. The YouTube has like doubled in the last couple months too, but it's still like nothing. It's still less than the shitty Facebook traffic. So there's these endangered birds that nest in the tree outside my work and they dive bomb attack. Bro, First of all, birds aren't even real. The birds were all killed in the 80s and replaced with drones to spy on us. The birds work for the bourgeoisie. Everybody knows that. So when you guys are saying you're scared of birds, you're really scared of the government. And I'm right there with you. I get it. I'm scared of it too. What's up, Dark Plague? How's it going? Call in and tell me your irrational fear. 916-954-1954. Here's the other thing. Like, if you were 17 and you got really scared of the end of the world, adults would just treat you like you were an idiot. Like, even if that's a totally rational fear, and it is, adults would just be like, just fucking deal with it. We're all dealing with it every day. Especially people that are older than us. Like, the people born like right after World War II, they were probably taught shit was about to go sideways again any minute. And it almost has. So, like, they're probably waiting. Life, you know, how are you? Yeah, life, brother. Actually, shit is going a lot better for me. When I started this show, things were rough, but now I'm a well-off judge, and I don't have to worry about things. No, that's not true. I'm fucking tripping all the time. But yeah, life will get you down. Things, even when things are moderately better, it will still be tough. So hang in there, bro. It gets better sometimes. Absolutely. Phobia. Happy your show is doing good. It's not, bro, but we're making it happen. You know what I mean? It's fine. I'm honestly not even streaming consistently enough to be mad at how the show's doing right now, but we're getting there. I want to start streaming Fortnite again too. I'm not really popular enough to variety stream, and I might lose the 10 people that consistently watch this show if I'm streaming. Probably not, but I miss streaming Fortnite, bro, because I'm hitting clips. I'm out here doing cool shit on Fortnite every day, and for no one to be seeing that but me is a crime. But yeah, show's doing good. I'm gonna redo the screens part over the holiday. I think I'm at least gonna get this shit shifted this much over this way, so it's in frame the right way on Instagram and hopefully on TikTok soon. Have on local comedians. I would rather die. I would rather take this tie. You know what I mean, bro? You're fucking tripping. I know the best local comedians, and I would still not fucking do that to myself, and I would not do that to you. There is nobody that should be watching local comedy, least of all the comedians. That's an awful idea. You know what I mean? Like, yuck. You got one delusional asshole on this show, and I eat up all the time. And if we bring in another one, we're not going to get anything done. All right? So we get one other dummy in the mix, and I don't know how shit's going to go. I mean, shout out to all the comedy homies that are doing their own projects. But, you know what? I would love for them to call in. I've been begging these motherfuckers to call. They can't come sit in here, but they can come yak on the phone all day. They have some great input. Yeah, bro, I've been open micing here in Sacramento for many years, and I can tell you that some of them are good comedians and some of them are good guys, and almost none of them are people you'd want to, like, for real hang out. No, I'm just kidding. There are people that I would hang out with, but, like, I don't think there's anybody I would do a show with. You know what I mean? But call in and tell me a story anytime. Absolutely. Please. That's what I want. More than just a judge in court. Yeah, but there's like maybe 4 dudes that I could stand long enough to have on. And maybe it'll be cool. I don't know. I'm open to it. Let me circle back from I'd rather die. But it would have to be like so selective. And I would also have to be like, no, you're not coming on the fucking show. To so many of them that I would alienate myself before I fucked over anybody else. You know what I mean? I would be like, oh, Morgan's being an asshole, not letting anyone on this show that no one fucking watched. You know what I mean? No one gives a shit but me, and I'm the most opposed to it. Because balloons are a common phobia. Why is that always people's reactions? I have a phobia of blood, and if I ever tell anyone, they want to go straight into a blood story to see how I react. I'm lucky, at least that's people can't spontaneously start bleeding. If you tell an adult that they're scared, that you're scared of something, they are gonna say something not nice next. Like that's the next thing that's gonna happen. I don't know why. Because they think you're dumb. Like when you tell someone, when you open up and tell someone your fears, they're like, this fucking guy. You know what I mean? So right away, they're gonna test that boundary. They're like, oh, you just fucked up, dog. Now I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, you can't let them in. You know what I mean? You should only be telling your fears to your wife late at night in bed or to me on the phone right now. Other than that, don't talk about it because they're gonna fuck with you. Yeah, they're still talking about being scared of balloons. I won't go full crying anymore, but they make me really anxious. Yo, if you can't hear a balloon pop, you're gonna have a tough day. Like, everyone in the early 2000s was hyper afraid of being kidnapped, and now I never hear anything about it. I teach my kids to be terrified of being kidnapped. I tell my kids every day that if they don't come straight to the car where I am, someone is going to snatch them. And they are terrified of being kidnapped. Just justifiably so. They should be. Kids get kidnapped every fucking day still, and we hear about it more because of the interweb. So I think it's mostly just on the parent. Maybe most parents are not as cool as me. Maybe you don't want to scare your kids about being kidnapped, but I do. Because guess what? I am scared of being kidnapped to this day. I have trained my body and mind to defend myself against all kidnappers for this exact reason. So to think, I just got to hope that my kids do the same. You know what I mean? I just got to hope that they're fucking scared too, because you should be. You absolutely should be. All right, call in. What's your irrational fear? 954-1954. It's not even irrational to be scared of being kidnapped, bro, because they're out there. They're in your city. People are getting kidnapped in your city. And you know who's doing it? Their stepdads. No, I'm just kidding. But I do see that on the news a lot too. Yo, Discord link is in the Twitch chat. Join the Discord. Come fly with the gang. Call the line. Bang my line and tell me what you're scared of. Underwater caves. They freak me out, and I'm not even a scuba diver. Yeah, underwater caves. We don't know what's in there. You can't go in there, bro. We don't know what's in there. Mermaids, you name it. Don't go. Oh, okay. Hold on. As a child of a boxer and a martial artist, I was low-key hoping that someone would try. Yeah, bro, you couldn't kidnap me if you wanted to. Maybe if you had like a gun, I would go. I'm not fighting anyone with a gun. I like to fight, but if you even show me a gun, I'm like, all right, bro, don't shoot me. So yeah, to not say nobody could kidnap me, I felt dumb even getting it out, but you'd have a hard time kidnapping me. I would say that. Caving and spelunking. Watching those videos can make me actually panic, and I cannot finish the videos. Yo, they're always like squeezing. All these fools that go into caves, they're always like trying to squeeze themselves into these little clearances. They're like, I think it's going to open up on the other end. Like, you're going to fucking die squished between two, not even rocks. Like, it's just earth. You're just going to squish yourself. This shit is not moving, and you're going to die from getting squished because you're trying to get through to that little space over there. Like, who gives a fuck? You're not going to find like an underwater city. It's just going to be some more wet rocks in there. You know what I mean? Like, best case scenario, you find a new bug. Like, you're going to fucking die. Going to the bathroom with the shower curtain closed. I'm afraid of someone or something hiding behind the curtain and waiting to attack me. That's not irrational. First of all, you're naked. You're half naked. And you're pooping. So beyond being naked, you also can't even really get up or poop's going to go everywhere. So, but also like clear the corners. Like you would, like you closing the door so you're seeing no one's behind the door. You'd be silly to walk into a room and not check that there's someone behind the curtain. I do it all the time. I care less now. And most of the time we leave the shower curtain open. I don't know if that's why, but you absolutely should be checking behind the shower curtain. Because also someone could be fucking hiding in there. Like absolutely someone could be hiding in there. Why wouldn't they be? That's where I would hide. You think people that like to skydive, they're just wanting it to go wrong? Like, it's like people who ride a motorcycle. They really just want to die. That's always been my hypotenuse. Every time I drive over a large overpass, I get the moment where I fear it'll collapse. Yo, this is mine. So I haven't brought it up and I hate to just like latch onto this, but I used to be terrified to drive on bridges. I would still do it. I just get hella anxious. I still do it now and it still bugs me out. Like it's fine. I know it's probably not going to break, but it's happened. Like when you're going over the bridge in San Francisco, it's broken before. You know what I mean? Not both of them, but one of them, you know what I mean? The old one. Right? And they don't drive on that one. They fixed it. But like the big one's going to hit. If you're on the bridge, it's not going to be cool. But also like anything. And there's a lot of like deltas and shit if you're driving place to place in California. And so there's like a lot of just like long single lane fucking overpasses over water and shit. And they all make you so fucking anxious. You're also driving between two fucking divides. Like two barriers. I mean, it's just like cement on either side. Very little room to swerve or text. You know what I mean? You can't, I'm not paying attention most of the time when I'm driving. So to be in like a drive or die scenario is a nightmare for me because I'm not careful, like at all. I shit in the dark. Yo, that sounds cool. I shit in the dark sometimes, but like also I have pretty good night vision, but like a brain that really plays tricks on me. So like I'll be seeing a good amount of shit and then think I see something move and it'll be nothing, but I'll start bugging. So like even a little bit in nighttime darkness will have me with the light on. I exclusively shit in the dark. Yeah, because you're ashamed, bro. You're upset for what you're doing in there and you don't want to even see yourself in the mirror. Go ahead and call in. Tell me your irrational fear if you're watching on Instagram, if you're watching on Kick, if you're watching on YouTube. Call in 916-954-1954. What the fuck are you scared of? Tell me what bugs you out. Bro, I used to live in the country when I was a kid, like, and it would be so quiet at nighttime. It was, I realize now it was actually silly to be afraid just because it was dead at night. Nothing was going on. Like here, I live now in like a shitty area and it's popping at night. People are walking around and getting into shit all the time. That's a good time to be scared of the dark. But like I was living where there was nobody, but it would be so quiet. Like I would go take my fucking cans down to the end of the driveway and then I'd fucking book it back to the house. Like I am sprinting into this bitch because I'd be so fucking scared of being out in the dark. I'd be in the house out of breath. I'd be so scared, bro. Hello, thanks for calling.
Yeah. All right. So it is a dark plague, of course.
Now, thanks for calling.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me on. But one of the things, I was like 5, right? I was like really young, and since my parents were like just so chill, they let me on the internet, which was kind of like a even balance of good and bad.
Blessing and a curse, of course.
Yeah. So I found like every creepypasta, and I was so like deeply afraid to even just like move around my house. I was like constantly in a state of like paranoia everywhere.
Bro, I really don't monitor my kids' internet usage either beyond like checking their DMs and stuff, like seeing if people are trying to message them. Other than that, I like turn them loose. So I'm sure they're seeing crazy shit. They're mostly fine, but I'm seeing crazy shit on social media every day. So I have to assume they're seeing some. Like, I don't know.
But it was like the most stupidest shit too. Like, there was like Hero Brian, and I thought he was like actually real. So I thought if I walked down my scary hallway fucking once, he would just like, he fucking teleport in and like kill me or something. It was so stupid.
You were just too young, bro. You were just too young to differentiate.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unmitigated use of the internet will take. You could have been watching beheadings, so really you got off light. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I definitely got the short end of the stick and fucking was lucky to not see like fucking terrorist videos or anything. But yeah, that was it. All right.
Well, that's pretty good. I'm glad are you over it? Do you still get scared now?
A little bit.
I know you obviously know it's fake now. But still, like, sometimes you get like a little twinge of fear if you're like in a similar scenario that used to bug you out.
Okay, here's like one thing about me is like I kind of suppressed it so much that it doesn't really happen, but I see shit like all of the time. Like, you know how you said like, when I'm in the dark, I fucking see something move. I see that, but imagine that thing was detailed.
Oh, nah.
Like hyper. Yeah. Fucking like hyper detailed, and it's looking at you. That's what I see, and it's like, holy fucking shit.
That's actually sounding like a mental illness at that point. You know what I mean? I have overactive imagination. You're maybe actually seeing things, you know?
Yeah, probably, but I mean, low key, they the homies. They've always been there.
That's fine. That makes sense. I mean, it's nice to not be alone, even if you're a little scared.
Yeah, absolutely. You know.
That's really.
But that was it.
All right. Well, good luck, bro. I hope you don't get scared tonight.
Of course. You too, bro.
Have a good one. Another excellent call. Gotta tell you. Now I feel sad for him. How's it going, Destiny? Hope you and Mike are doing good. What was the quality of your call? Pretty good. Kind of sad now. I forgot about creepypasta until he even said that right now. It's just weird shit on there, right? Spooky stuff. Yeah. I vaguely remember this. I could have maybe Googled this while he was on the line, but I don't even ever see if my kids are looking at scary shit on the internet. Like, are they? Now I have to ask. Now I'm gonna have to ask my kids stuff. Now we're gonna get into it. Thanks a lot. Cheddar, you did. I don't remember if you told me you were scared of zombies as a kid. A little bit, maybe. My friend used to be like, yeah, well, my mom would be like, all right, you're a good boy, and I'll see you in the morning, and the devil is real, good night. And she would leave, and he would just have to deal with that going to sleep. That was like his Mexican parents will do it too. My dad was not scared of anything supernatural, actually. I don't think I ever got any of that from any of my Mexican family. But I see it. I had friends that were parents. Call in 916-954-1954. Tell me your irrational fear. It could be old. You could have beat it. Just let's see if we can bring it back. Come on. Come on. Uh-oh. I am scared of butterflies. It's horrible, and a lot of people think that I'm weird because of it. I mean, we already heard somebody say that it was anything with wings, right? So we just gotta. Hello, thanks for calling.
Hey, what's up, Meatball?
What's
My
good?
irrational fear, dude, it's kind of rational because I live in Florida, but like being lost at sea scares the shit out of me.
It seems like you're unlikely to be found. Like, unless you're provisioned, like, unless you've actually already prepared to be lost at sea, it seems like survival rate is limited. Like,
And it happens like so much. Like a year or two ago, a guy went missing, and it turned out to be my fiance's best friend's dad. And he was gone for like 3 days, and like the day they gave up the search for him was his birthday, and they actually found his body like a couple hundred miles upshore.
damn,
Yeah, it was gnarly.
that is fucking gnarly.
But like I don't fuck with the ocean. Like I have friends that own like charter companies and stuff. They're always like, "Oh, let's go out a couple miles." And I'm like, "Bro, fuck that. I don't even chance it."
And people, that's exactly how people get left out there too. Like, people get left on scuba shit and shit just like that, bro. Like, or when you're going out on a boat in a group like that, like, you can't keep track of everybody. People go over all the time. Like,
Right, and the Coast Guard gives you like 2 days, and that's it. So like, there's not much. Like like there's obviously effort, but they call it pretty early.
they will help if they physically see you, but like,
Right.
like you better get lucky. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I think that that's fairly rational, especially like a general fear of the ocean in like at all is good to me. Like, my dad taught me at a young age to fucking fear and respect the ocean, and I try to. So I being like stranded at sea is definitely in there.
Well, it's not just like if you're lost, you'll never be found. It's just like us in the water, we're just not equipped for anything that comes right up to you.
Yeah.
Even the animals will just fuck you up. It's scary.
And they want to, bro. Everything in the ocean wants to hurt you, pretty much, more or less.
Oh yeah, we're pretty much floating pork chops out there.
And I feel like they also, like, they're built to notice when things are not good in the water. So I think they would, like, see a person swimming and be like, oh, easy money, bro. This fool can't even go anywhere. You know what I mean? Like, they're so used to chasing shit they can get away that they're going to fuck you up, even if it's, like, a medial hunter.
Well, there's like certain sharks, like they can feel like a disaster, like ships going down and stuff, and they'll purposely go there, like, oh, easy picking.
That's wild.
Yeah, but that's probably my biggest fear. I don't think I really feared too much anything else.
Do you full on stay out of the ocean, not just on boats? Like, do you ever go to the beach too, or no, that's it?
I mean, I go to the beach and stuff, but even that's like limited. Like, I live in the shark bite capital of the world, so I've seen people get bit a couple times. I'm like,
Yeah, bro, that's enough to keep me out. Like, if people in the immediate vicinity are getting fucking bit by sharks, I don't even need to go. I don't even need to be in the sand. You know what I mean? Like, I'm cool.
Yeah, it's. I don't really fuck with it.
You're good, bro. Not guilty. Ocean's scary. Don't get lost.
Appreciate it.
Have a good one. Thanks for calling. Hell yeah. Yo, I would hate to be lost at sea. Or even just like also the plot of Castaway is way scarier than just getting eaten by a shark, right? Like, getting lost at sea and then not dying is almost worse than dying, right? Like, if you had to fucking figure it out for 2 years on an island, good fucking luck. I was a fucking lifetime Boy Scout. I would never want to use any of those skills to stay alive. Like, that sounds like a fucking worse than a nightmare. No chance. Hella people saying they're terrified of butterflies. That's wild. It's funny that I'm very understanding about a lot of these fears, and other ones I'm like, yo, it's a butterfly. You know what I mean? Like, they all have merit, I'm sure. Psychologically, you can probably be really scared of anything. I think that's why these things happen. Hey, Have a good one, Dark Plague. Thanks for calling, bro. Afraid of being afraid. My brain acquires other people's fears and phobias easily. So I guess my irrational fear, as long as I stay out of other people's heads. Yo, so this show would be a nightmare for this fool. This guy will just hear something and be like, oh, I'm scared of that now. Like, that's, some people are just easily suggestible, and I get that. Snake coming out of the toilet used to be a big one as a kid. Yo, I've seen it on TikTok recently. Spiders under the seat. Yo, mine is always spiders in my shoes or gloves. Like, if I ever put on a baseball glove or something, I always like squeeze it and shake it out first because I get really scared about something being in there. Yeah, yo, I've seen Snake in the toilet like maybe 3 times recently on TikTok. So I don't think that's a scare, like an irrational fear at all. And also, spiders do get in the bath. Like, bugs go to the bathroom. It's wet in there. Bugs like it where it's wet. Like, to think about being a spider in your toilet. And also, I have seen that also on TikTok recently. I don't know if I'm just seeing things like this and that's making me think it's super possible, but it is definitely possible. So be afraid. You're not wrong. Ever heard of trypophobia? You seen those images, examples? No. But if I Google it and it's something mean, if you've tricked me, E-R-Y, came right up. Fears refers to disgust or fear of patterns of holes. What? Seeing clusters of holes in foods, flowers, or everyday items like sponges can trigger causes of revulsion. What the fuck? No, I have not heard about this. Show me pictures. Oh, these are horrible. Ah. What the fuck is this? Are the ones on people's skin not real though, or does that actually happen? I got bit by a caterpillar from a baseball glove. That sounds pretty wild. I didn't even know caterpillars were out here. Not me, but my mom has an irrational fear that when she dies, someone might put her brain into another person and she'll have to live again in another person's body. She's a chemist with a PhD and a very rational person, so this is hilarious to me. However, the more I think about it, it's not that crazy nowadays. Anybody that sounds nowadays is, I assume, is a moron. First, so that's a buzzword for dumb people nowadays. But I'm gonna move past that. It is silly to think that they're gonna put your brain in someone else if you didn't ask about it. It's not impossible, but it's very unlikely. But I do understand the fear of having to live again after you die. Like, for her to be like, I'm scared that after I die, they're gonna make me live again. That sounds like a nightmare. When people talk about an afterlife or being reincarnated, I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking enough. I'm over it already. I'm not trying to do this shit again or whatever. Like, you're tripping. So I get it. I get what she's saying. Big not guilty for me. Call it a fear, but flour makes me really cringe. If I'm watching a cooking show and people are touching flour, rubbing it on the table, I have to shut my eyes. If I was making bread or something, I'll touch it, but I'll hate every second of it. For what? Same, I hate it. What? The feeling of being all dry on my hands makes me absolutely want to die. What the fuck? Flour is pleasant. It's a pleasant smell. It's a pleasant consistency. Tastes good when you cook it. You know what I mean? What the fuck is there to trip about on flour? This is worse than the butterflies one to me. This might be the dumbest one so far. I was a kid. I remember as a kid, I was always afraid to be in the pool alone. Yeah, like there was going to be something in there with me, a shark or crocodile. First of all, a child should never be in the pool alone. Somebody didn't love you enough. That's why you're scared. Because you're, even as a child, your brain was like, oh, guess what? Somebody should be fucking watching me. And when you were thinking a shark might come in the water, what you were really thinking is I might fucking drown because I'm an unattended child in the pool. I'm a fucking judge, not a therapist, but I can tell you that that's an unnurtured child in there. That's why you're scared. I'm afraid that I'm going to have a sex dream about my family. this one seems tough. This one seems tough to have as a fear because it seems like the more you consider it, the more likely it is to happen. Like, it seems like you're almost manifesting the thing you're afraid of even by acknowledging it. So you're very brave to write that message. You're a very brave man, and I'm proud of you. If we don't take anything away from this episode, just know I know that it took a lot for you to even say that. And I hope that it doesn't happen. That's it. If it does happen, it's just a dream, bro. Brush it off. Try not to. I mean, you're going to have to fucking see them. So just try not to be weird. Just put it right out, bro. Just block it out. There's plenty of shit you've repressed. Just add it right in. Just boop, boop, boop. Put it, file it right back here. Yeah, by trying not to think about it, you're essentially guaranteeing that it will happen. So what the better course of action is, instead of being afraid it will happen, is start remedying with the fact that, start thinking about the next step after it happens, because you're already laying the groundwork. You're on your way to this shit. No, it's not going to happen, bro. It won't happen. What's your sister look like? Is that... That's... Guilty. Terrible joke from the judge. I'll bang the gavel. Landmines? Okay, first of all, you could be scared of a landmine. Baby just woke up from a nap. Hello. Close the door. I love you. Don't come in. There's a bunch of stuff. All right, close the door. I'll be done soon. You've been asleep. How would you? All right, I love you. Close the door. Happens to me all the time. That's oh. I was already on landmines. All right. I don't like to walk through random yards or fields because landmines are scary. There has not been a war in my area for about 150 years. Edit, not in a war zone, just slightly neurotic. Take back all your upvotes. Yo, so a landmine will kill you. So even if you're not near one, it's a healthy fear. It's like being scared of sharks. I'm not around sharks, but I have a healthy fear of them. You're fine. Because also, like, the more scared you are of a landmine, the less likely you are to die from a landmine. So it's not wrong. Sinkholes are pretty gnarly. Fuck that. It's crazy that they happen like overnight. That's what's crazy about sinkholes, is it's like mostly completely unpredictable. Sometimes, like, some of it gets a little fucked up and they're like, oh, everybody get the fuck out. This shit's gonna go. And that's fine. And then sometimes you're like, oh, this was a car here a second ago and that's gone. If you step on one, it's really not your problem anymore. Fuck that, bro. I remember seeing Princess Diana in those commercials. I think there are fucking kids that step on landmines and just get fucked up. I don't think it's a guaranteed death if you get landmined, and that's the worst part. If it was just that you would die, sure, we could all get into that. No one's going to be scared of death. But if you're going to get maimed, nobody wants that, bro. Everyone's going to be worried about getting maimed by a landmine. Universal. Go ahead and call in. Tell me your irrational fear. I'm banging the phone line tonight, and people are calling back, so I'm going to keep saying it. 916-954-1954. Call in and tell me your irrational fear. I know I told the baby I'd end the show soon, but if you guys keep calling, I won't. I'll just keep going. I'll do this shit all night. I don't got shit to do. I'm just going to play Fortnite. So call. Just call. Just do it. We'll have so much fun. We'll laugh so much. Just call. Come on. That was too much whispering. If anybody's watching this with headphones on, I'm really sorry. What? White coat syndrome. Basically, if doctors talk to me for too long, I'll pass out. My poor doctors can barely get through an appointment without me feeling faint or just passing out. I'm not squeamish. I'm very familiar and comfortable with hospitals, but let the doctor come in just to explain my medicines and boom. What the fuck? They can never take his blood pressure. This is so crazy. These people are just scared of the doctor. Like I one time had to get a tooth pulled because it cracked and I only had Medi-Cal at the time and they pulled it out in a terrible way. When I was in the waiting room, I heard a kid back there screaming and I was like, damn, that kid's scared of the dentist. Like a half hour later, I was ready. Like I was ready to be fucking, and it was so gnarly that I get straight up anxiety now when I go to the dentist. I go to a much better dentist now, a nice Chinese fellow. He does a great job and he could pull out all my teeth if he wanted to. But for whatever reason, bro, and I'm sure he'd do a great job, but for whatever reason, like I get so I could get like, if they had a traumatic doctor experience, I could see it, but to just be like scared of the doctors off rip. Whack. Terrified to drink water. That's not at all what it says. I'm terrified of deep water. I'm a strong swimmer. There's no logical reason. And am I illiterate? I'm scared of not being able to read as an adult. That's what I'm scared of. Adult literacy issues. Holy shit. There's no logical reason for me to be afraid, but my mind says there's a giant ghost shark waiting to drag me down to the bottom. If you cannot see the bottom of the water, anything could be in there. Probably not. It absolutely could though. So be scared. I had dealt like with this many times, like even just swimming in fucking lakes and shit like that. The river, fuck that, bro. There's monsters in there. You ever watch the River Monster show? They're out there, bro. I saw a video of a killer whale coming up to a kayaking dude today. It's enough. It's enough. Just stay on land. I've said it several times on this episode, but just stay the fuck out of the water. How hard is it? Why you gotta go in there? What's in there for you? Fish? They have it at the store. Bull sharks can live in fresh water. See? Eugene knows. Subnautica. Some kind of scary game. I'll play a scary game. What the fuck game is this? Subnautica. I'm gonna have to check it out. They're talking about they're telling a lot of things that are making me want to play this game. Dark windows. Afraid of dark windows? Wow. I have an irrational fear of impaling myself on low metallic fences. You know, the waist level fences with the kind of spades at the top? In my mind, I've always slip or trip or something. That seems possible, bro. That seems absolutely possible. Could you ever do cave exploration? I have a friend who's all into that tight spaces. Fuck that, bro. First of all, I'm a wide son of a bitch. I'm a very broad person. I'm not meant to be fucking squeezing through caves. I think we were actually talking about this immediately before you came on the stream, so it's even a funny thing to ask. But no, I will not be squeezing through any caves. There's nothing in there for you, bro. I said it's all you're gonna find is another room full of wet rocks. Have fun. Like there's nothing to find in a cave. I said best case scenario, you find like a new bug. Like what's the? There's no cool thing. Or you do find something scary if you're the first person to find like a cave person and they're terrifying, like a group of cave people that have been living there. Like even the most exciting discovery possible is the worst. So like, brother-in-law is an avid fisherman. He loves to fish, spends a lot of time out in the water. He's got a form of ichthyophobia. You're a fish. He's not terrified of fish if he sees them and catches them, but if he's swimming in the water and sees any fish near him, he'll lose it. Well, yeah, this dude's killed a lot of fish, and he's scared they're gonna get back at him, and he should be. They want to. Those fish have all. They have plans. They want to come out. I'm being so dumb. Sometimes you get through half of a sentence, you're like, "Yo, shut the fuck up." It's bad enough I have to hear it, but now you're hearing it, like, way worse. Way worse. Maybe he's afraid of revenge. See? They get it. Scared of being eaten by a large worm-like animal. Has no teeth, so it can't chew me or kill me in its mouth, so it just slurps me like spaghetti and swallows me. This dude's scared of a made-up thing. Fear. I have nightmares about swallowing my teeth. Nightmares about your teeth falling out mean that you don't feel like you're in control of your life, I'm pretty sure. So, get your shit together, bro, and stop swallowing your teeth. Figure it out. I have a phobia of breaking the fourth wall. Mascots especially freak me out, but any situation where a live actor talks to the audience or comes down off the stage makes me super uncomfortable or anxious. This is maybe just a preference for media. You maybe just don't like movies and shit. Such a low chance of anything like happening in person that it seems crazy to be. I mean, you can't control what makes you anxious. So maybe that's a silly thing for me to say. I gotta tell you, Irrational Fears was pretty good. What do you guys want to do on Wednesday? We're doing another stream on Wednesday. What's the topic gonna be? I got a bunch. I wanted to do what's the most illegal thing you've ever done. I think if we can look up some good, if we can look up some good stories and we can get some good calls, that's going to be really cool. Anonymously, and it'll all be hypothetical and allegedly, and you're not under oath, you're just in court. You know what I mean? We're going to have a good time. So call in and tell me something really illegal you did on Wednesday. Preferably something funny. I don't want to just hear that you're a murderer, you know? But what's the most illegal shit you've done? Did you get away with it? All that. Here's your second chance at telling it to a judge. Let's hear it. I'll see you guys Wednesday, 7 p.m. Go watch the comp. It's from Sunday, I think. It's from yesterday. So unless you saw a new one yesterday, go watch the new comp. It's on YouTube and it's on Facebook. Great Uncle Meatball 2. Shout out to Serious Power PC. Go to SeriousPowerPC.com. Sign up for the newsletter. Get entered to win a $50 gift certificate. It's not a gift certificate. It's a gift card. It's $50. It's not even to the site. It's $50. So go sign up. You can unsubscribe later if you want. But they actually show a lot of cool PC stuff too. So if you're into computers like at all, I highly suggest checking them out. Shout out to the Sanctuary and Sac. I'm coming to see you tomorrow, maybe. Answer my DMs and tell me when to come. God damn it, and I'll be there. And shout out to Odds Are app. Check them out in the app store of your choice if you're trying to make some bets and see if they're good. Other than that, I'll see you fools Wednesday, 7 p.m. Court is adjourned.